$120 for a 7-hour shift? Yikes.
I see a lot of girls on here romanticizing stripping, but I want to give you the very raw truth of what it's like.
She's a stripper.
I am not a stripper, I'm an exotic dancer. There's a big difference.
What?
A stripper does not go up and down the pole, an exotic dancer does.
Okay, so Cortez, you need to get it straight. She's an exotic dancer, so.
It's a big difference.
I mean, Brandon, do you think of an exotic dancer and a stripper as being the same thing, or do you see those as different?
No, I can clearly tell you.
Divorce benefits women more than it does men.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yes.
Step on the scale.
Hell no.
But you're judging guys based on something they can't change.
Do you know what brings my ass? I'll tell you. Men.
I genuinely want to fall in love so bad. Like, I can't wait to fall in love.
Wait, we didn't do body count.
I have 1,100.
Something is wrong with you!
That's, I think, more than last time.
Wait, Andrew, why are you making that face, Andrew?
Andrew, I've been doing this for 10 years. His eyes.
Say it again, Lauren.
I have
I don't think he heard
1,100.
you.
Wait a minute. 1,100 bodies. Let's say, for the sake of argument, she's 30 years old. And she started, being sexually active at 18. So you have 18, 12 years. So 1,100 divided by 12 years. That's 91 bodies per year and counting. How is that possible? This is degenerate. This is sick. This is disgusting. And they want us to marry them and commit to them. Do y'all understand how crazy this is? How many spirits and energies and fluids are flowing through her body? But they get back and say, well, why don't men want to commit? Why aren't men approaching us? Why do men just, want to play video games or go fishing or hiking? Because of this mess.
Say it one more time.
1,101.
What is the worst thing you guys have done drunk?
Cheating on my boyfriend! To the back of my mom's car!
Did you get caught cheating?
No!
Well, what about you?
I've been cheating!
You cheated as well?
Also, something sick has happened in the world where men are acting like they're the prize. Like they are the princesses. Like we have to approach them and make the plans and pay for half a date. Absolutely not. Women are still the prize.
It's not that men all of a sudden think that they're the prize. It's the fact that men have woken up. They say, I need to respect myself. What am I getting from you? What do you bring to the table? Men are not paying for these dates. Men are not going all the way to just approach a whole bunch of women and give y'all free attention and make your life better. Men are done. They're tired of that. And these women, they're starting to feel the effects because they're not getting that validation. They're not getting all those dates. They're not getting those marriage proposals. See, they don't like when men open their eyes to see the truth and understand their own value. They want you to pedestalize them.
Let me be 100% brutally honest. How old are you?
40.
40?
Yeah.
You got a kid?
Absolutely, yeah.
No man's coming to pay your bills. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not happening.
But
I like being ran. Yes, I like gangbangs. I like being manhandled by several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call it whatever the fuck you want. I'm stuck.
What's crazy is a lot of women think just like her. They want that experience of being touched by several different men. Trust me, even your girlfriend or even wife have those fantasies. Now, will they act on them all the time? No. A lot of women, they want this. Just like as a man, you want a lot of different women. You want 2, 3, 4 women at a time. Women be feeling the same way.
Feel liberated. And I'm a goddess and I deserve to have hands all over my body.
Right.
I deserve to be worshipped. Why not? I deserve that attention.
Would you cheat on him with your celebrity crush?
Yeah. He knows that too.
I do.
Come on. This can't be life, dude. There are men wake up and understand your value. I'm pulling my hair out. No. And you can do better than this, literally, physically.
Can you name some things women just have a knack for more so than men?
Compassion and empathy and generosity of heart.
What comes to your mind if I say, what would you say men are better at than women?
I think men are better at probably
It's like muscle stuff. Usually we're pretty good at.
I think women are just as strong as men.
Physically?
Yeah, I do.
But they're not though, right? She's not okay. She's not crying. I didn't ask anything. I was just asking what's the difference between men and women.
So basically, it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here. I spend a lot of time on this account glorifying my job and talking about how much I love being a dancer, but I thought I would make a video kind of pointing out some of the cons because I, in no way, shape, or form, want these young people to look up to me that follow me on this account and think that it's all sunshine and rainbows over here. Number one, which is also a pro, but in a lot of ways can be a con, is the money. The money in this industry is extremely inconsistent. You never know what you're gonna make day to day, week to week, month to month, or even yearly, and so that can be really hard for a lot of people to budget or fall back onto, and then you realize you're not making the same that you were before. There's been times when I've made thousands of dollars in one night, and then the next night I literally make $0, and so that inconsistency can be really, really hard for a lot of people.
Financial instability. Yes, there are some girls who work at these clubs in these bigger cities who will walk out with 10 grand in a night. I've also seen girls walk out with $10 in a night. You can't really plan for things, and I know that this made me, especially with my credit, really hard, getting things like a car, a house, etc.
To all the girlies who want to be a dancer so bad, don't do it. This is not your sign. Any video you see, this is not your sign. You know how rare it is to get a club that's like consistent like that? It's very hard. It's not very easy. I worked and I only made $4. 2 girls out of all the girls I worked today made over 100 today. Like, I took off my clothes today for $4. Do you really think that's worth it? No! Don't say this is my sign. It's not. I promise. Stay to your office 9-to-5 job. You guaranteed money. Me not.
Hey everyone, Lilith here, talking about your day-to-day stuff. So I just want to talk about how everyone's like, oh my god, this makes so much money. And sometimes that's true, and sometimes it's not true. You can't sit around and be pretty. You gotta hustle the whole time. If you don't, you might not even make minimum wage. You might not even come out with anything. You might do your tip out, you might pay your house fee, and then end up with nothing at the end of the night if you don't have a strategy.
Let me tell y'all something. These girls are glorifying being a dancer, but there are a lot of negatives to it. I was a dancer for 5 years at the age of like 17 all the way to like 23. More of the story, yes, you make money, but it comes with other things. Please be careful out here.
I see a lot of girls on here romanticizing stripping, but I want to give you the very raw truth of what it's like. This past week very much explains it all in a nutshell.
I did extremely well that night, but I got followed home.
In this job, you need to be very, very aware of your surroundings and always trust your gut. This is a very dangerous job. Not gonna sugarcoat it, men can be disgusting. Luckily, I was aware and I noticed and I called the police. I had never been so scared in my life and didn't sleep that night. And this is what I mean when I say not everyone can do this job. The money is nice, but you give so much to do it. And now I just want to show you the new bruises I got this week.
The negative side of being a stripper. Here we go. So surprisingly, I'd say number one is the money. I know you're gonna think like, what does she mean, the money? The money is good. Yes, the money can be good, but then sometimes it's not good. There's nights you can make 1,000, 2,000, and then there's nights you make nothing. So every single night you are dealing with like a roller coaster of emotion, like, oh my god, am I gonna be able to afford this? Am I gonna be able to afford that? Or like, imagine if it's a really bad month or whatever. So you're always stressing about money. So yeah, money can be really good, but you constantly stressing and think like, oh, it's never enough, because then you've got things like a pandemic hitting you, and then you're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do?
What up, y'all? So I've been getting a lot of messages from ladies saying, can you please share some more videos? And one thing about it, I want to work on being more transparent and vocal about this, because I notice a lot of people get on this app and only share the glamorized aspects of being a dancer. They don't really get into it, and it can be very misleading for people who's trying to get into the industry. So I'm going to tell y'all the ugly truths to being a dancer. First things first, you are not going to make $1,000 every single day. You are not going to make a bag every single day. Please get that out of your head immediately. Exit out. It really be like that to where there'll be 70 girls in the club and only 8 customers come in throughout the entire night. It really be like that sometimes to where you have to stay down till you come up. And I'm left with as little as $13. It really be like that some nights to where you're struggling to make $100. It is what it is.
Okay, but what if I'm never able to afford to move out? Like, and I'm struggling making money because the club is so dead. It's so dead. A realistic money count as a in 2024. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. That's it. That's always it. Where are the $500 days? What happened to that?
Well, I'll tell you. Reasons why you should not be a especially with the progression of TikTok. It is so easy to just look at all these videos and see all these girls making all this money and be like, oh my God, why am I not doing this? It's not that they're lying or that these things aren't actually happening to people who dance, but it kind of glamorizes and brushes over the bad parts of it. So let's get into it. First of all, dancing is not for everyone and it's not for anyone forever. There will come a point where you physically can no longer do it. You are going to get old, your ankles are going to give out, will most likely develop knee problems.
Yes, so I just found out like a lot of people don't know that strippers pay to work. So basically you go in and like depending what shift you work, what club you're at, the rate is different. My home club was really low compared to every other club I ever been to. There was a couple like go-go bars I danced at in Jersey and their house fees were crazy, but it was after 7. So if you got there at 7 p.m., which is way too early if you're trying to stay till 2 a.m., then you only had to pay $25, I think. And then like after 7, it just kept getting higher. So if you came at like 10, your house fee is almost like $100, if not over $100, depending on the day. Miami's house fees are ridiculous. It's like $300 after tip out and house fee that you are spending just to have worked. So if you didn't make $300, you made negative money and nobody cares.
My second point is going to be about bad days. Like, yes, you see girls on TikTok and YouTube taking home thousands of dollars a day. And that's fantastic. It feels amazing when you do. But it makes those bad days feel even worse. Because there's going to be days you take home $50, $0. The club is slow as f*** and everyone's making you mad. It's hard to realize how much that takes a toll on your mental health. When you have these amazing days and then you have these horrible days, I think it makes your self-worth very tied to like income and tangible items. And it's a really unhealthy cycle that I've had to battle, and every other dancer I know has also had to battle because it looks really flashy and glamorous. But like I said, this job will make or break you, so choose your battles wisely. Since TikTok is very much glamorizing the dancing scene right now, I feel like it's really important that I go over the dangers of the job.
$120 for a 7-hour shift? Yikes. Okay, so yep, it was about 7.5 hours. $10 difference with the food, but if that $10 would have been added to the money that I made that day, this would have been a little bit higher, but that's still, let's just say like $18 an hour. And $18 an hour isn't terrible. This video wasn't to say, hey, you're going to make $300 every night, you're going to get rich, this is a get rich quick scheme, because it's not. They think that all this money is in that industry and they're going to make so much money, but little do they tell these girls that literally their self-respect goes down the drain. You really start to hate yourself, and your mental health just goes down the drain along with everything else.
You got girls in here that are literally having to do extras, go in the back, you feel me, to make their money, because they're not really just getting it from talk game and being on stage and being able to really do tricks and dance and have a good clientele in that aspect. They have to go and offer extras to everybody that walk in the club. And now if that's something that's up your alley and you feel comfortable with doing that, go ahead and take your that's a true club, by all means. You feel me? I'm not putting the girls down because I've done it.
I was gonna get my nails done.
You about to go do that right now?
Yeah.
Oh, for real shit. How you gonna get them done?
I don't really know yet.
Okay, man. Go ahead and get them purpose, man. Well, shit, look, just come here and call me back. After you get them done, or just FaceTime. And I'll let you know the plans after that.
I mean, that's it. Like, you're not gonna ask for my cash up or nothing?
Your cash out for what?
You invited me on a date and I need my nails done. I mean, I thought it would click in your head while I'm telling you I'm going to get my nails done.
No, I asked you on the. I'm not waiting. Hold up. Let back up. I gotta get your nails done to take you on a date.
Yes, you do. Like, if you invite me on a date, I have to look a certain way. And it's your job as a man to make sure I look like that. Like, baby, who raised you? It seems like your parents failed.
You just said it, though. I'm not your man yet.
Okay, but you're trying to be. Taking me on a date mean you trying to be my man, right?
I'm trying to be.
Okay, so you need to show me that you even worthy of me giving you my goddamn time.
Wow, that's crazy. I pay for my girl dates, but I don't even. I'm still trying to get to know.
It's giving broke energy. It's giving broke energy. It's giving broke. It's giving broke. It's giving broke. Y'all do so sassy.